So let's continue with the last part of the chapter, Children at Work. And you have read that how Velu reached this big city. He was very surprised to see so many people over there. And he meets this little girl and who is very smart, very confident. And she helps him out of the platform, right, where there's such a big crowd. And he is feeling hungry, and she takes him to the garbage bin, and there they're able to, like, she's able to find something for him to eat. He's very shocked that how is he going to eat it, but because he's hungry, and yes, none of them has money, so that is how they're going to manage. Okay, yes. So now let us see where this little girl lives. What is there, like, is it a Karan in this class? Karan is here in this class? Okay. Maybe after a long time he's joining our class. That's why I don't know. Yeah. Okay, you all have joined now. Jaya and Velu walked along the roads for half an hour until they came to a bridge across a dirty trickle of water. So they were near that marriage hall where the marriage was going to take place, and or rather it was happening there, sorry. And so they were able to get some food, which was the leftover of the tiffin or the breakfast. But now, where are they moving to? They're moving towards the little girl's home. So for half an hour, they walked. And then they came to the place where this little girl, Jaya, lived. We are in Triplicane now. See, that's Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. So, right, so whether it is in a sarcastic manner, right, so the Buckingham Canal, which has been like it's flowing nearby, what is it actually? Velu stared. This was a canal. Near some puddles of water was a row of the strangest huts he had ever seen. So there was this puddle of water, standing water, stagnating, which they called a canal. And near it, what was there? There were the houses. And why were they strange? They were built out of all sorts of things: metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood, and plastic. So ye huts jo hai, what were they made of? So many things. And it was not so in the village. They stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall any moment. What is crooked? Not straight. The house should be straight and it should look very strong. But these houses, because see what were they made of? Metal sheets and tires, and some are of bricks and wood and plastic, all these kind of different materials. Is this where you live? These houses are strange, said Velu. In our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. So in their village, the houses were similar. So they were made of what? Mud and palm leaves. So they were not made of all these kind of materials, right? So here, that is why the houses looked very strange. Jia went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty one. So what was there in her sack? What was there in Jaya's sack? Yes? What was there? The plastic, the cups and all the things that she had collected. So she had put that in a plastic bag. Now, because the bag was full, what does she dump means? To throw. She just threw it outside and she's picked up an empty one. Let's go. She turned to Velu and gave him a shove. Push. At least help me now. Here, wear these and come with me. And look at her, so smart. She is so confident. She knows what she has to do. At least help me now here, wear these and come with me. She threw him a pair of old shoes without laces. So Velu was barefoot and he had been walking on the road, and the tar getting heated up in the sun. So it was difficult for him to walk. And so she has given him a pair of old shoes. So maybe something that they've found from the garbage without laces, right? And pushed a sack and a stick into his hands. So she's given him a sack. She's given him a stick also. Velu was confused. What work did she want him to do with these things? The only work he had ever done was on the landowner's farm, weeding and taking cows out to graze. So he had never done any kind of work before. What am I supposed to do with this sack and with this stick? So he's worried and he's quite surprised. What? And because only work that he has done, what did he do in his village? He took the cows out to graze. And for that was not much of an effort. So he used to spend time just like that and, of course, take care of the cows for the landowner. Are there any farms in the city? He asked Jaya. So he's looking for farms over here because that is the work that he knows how to do. She laughed and thumped her stick on the ground. Farms? There are no farmers here. We are rag pickers. Thumping her stick. So, like she's beating a stick on the ground and she's saying, we are rag pickers. There are no farms over here. There are no farmers over here. Rag pickers? See my sack full of things I collected. Collected from where? From rubbish bins. Where else? You collect rubbish? Velu had never heard of such a thing. Right? So he never, in the village, of course, we don't have people doing all that. So he had never seen such a thing happen. He's very surprised. A blockhead, it's not any rubbish. Only paper, plastic, glass, such things. And why do you think they just pick up only these things? Paper and plastic and glass. Why? So it could be sold again, could be recycled. Yes, so these things which did have some value, they could pick out of the garbage and sell it. We sell it to Jam Bazaar Jaggu. So this is the person where they go to, the Jam Bazaar Jaggu is there. So we sell it. Velu was puzzled. He had heard of people throwing away rubbish, but why would anyone want to buy rubbish? He's surprised. This girl picks up rubbish. She collects rubbish. Then she goes and sells the rubbish. And there are people who buy that rubbish also. What a strange place he's come to. Who's Jam Bazaar Jaggu? Why is he buying all this? So who's Jam Bazaar and why is he buying the rubbish? You think he buys it for show? He's not going to put it on display to show it outside his shop. He sells it to a factory. Come on, I don't have time to waste like you. So Jaggu, yes, he sells it even at a higher price to the factories. Why? So that it is recycled and, like, yes, so made again and reshaped, melted and made into, like you can say, more other bottles and glasses and things like that. Velu did not move. He hadn't run away and come to this new place to dig through garbage bins. Jaya poked at him with her stick. So he's standing there, he's not moving. He does not want to pick up garbage. He didn't come here all the way to the city so that he had to collect garbage. Look here, she shouted. If someone gets there before us, we don't get anything. Don't just stand there posing, big hero. I'm trying to help you. Who filled your stomach today? Velu scratched his head. I'll do it for now, he thought, until I find a better job. So Velu, yes, so he's a little worried. He's saying, like, could I carry on like this only? I didn't come here all the way to become a rag picker. But yes, Jay reminds him, I've been with you right from the moment you landed in the city and I gave you food. And now, so come on, let's go and pick up the garbage. So see, she's been doing this, it seems, for a long time. And she knows that, see, like she carries a bag with her and picking up things that are required. She's dumped a bag full of garbage already and she's going for a second round to see what she can find. And she has to go there first. Otherwise, what will happen? People would take it before them and there will be nothing for them to find. And what are they going to collect? What are they going to sell? How are they going to get money? And when they get money, only then they'll be able to buy food for themselves. But of course, from what she has told us, right now she has one meal out of the garbage pile. So she was able to find a banana and a vada, and they had that, right? So it's not an easy life. Okay, yes. So, wait, yeah. So what about it? So it's a difficult life these little children are leading. Yeah, it's not nice being a rag picker. It is not at all nice here. And just see so much of difficulties. They are there going through the garbage and picking out things here and selling it at another place. So all this here, it is a very difficult life. And they don't know how much they're going to get and how much they're going to find today. Right? So yes, all the difficult. And that is why these people are not able to go to school. Naturally, are they earning enough money that they can afford books so they can go to school? Even if we talk about, yes, education is free, right? Yes, so you talk about, yeah, primary education is there free for all. They should be sent to school. Do you think they will go? Do you think they will go to school? Yes, Vedanti? No, because they don't get time. They have to do work. They have to help their parents. They have to find things to sell, right? And this is their source of income. This is what they have to do. If they want to stay, yeah, they don't get free only. The whole day they're working. So there's no time for them to go to school. There's no time for them to pursue their studies. So even if they want to, it is going to be a very difficult situation for them. It is going to be a very difficult time for them. Now look at the, yes, Velu can go back to his village, but will he be able to go? Does he want to go back? No, he's escaped from his village. Why has he come from his village, Angel? Yes. Why has he come from his village? Why did he run away? Why did he run away? Because his father used to beat him, right? They used to take all the money that they earned, and they did not want to live in such a miserable condition. So he's ran away. Do you think he wants to go back there? And he came to the city with his big dreams that I don't know what kind of work I'm doing. But he, as soon as he landed, he was faced with a very sad reality. That is, little children have to work. And Velu was working there in his village, so he was grazing the cows for the landlord, right? But that work was much easier than the work that these young children are doing in the city, right? So he has faced this reality. He has come to realize that there are so many problems, and it's going to be a very difficult way to survive in the city. So maybe for the time being, yes, he is a rank picker. Later on, when he does come to know about, he's going to try to do something else. So we really don't know what is Velu's story. Okay. Yes. So let's do the question answers. Come on. Look at your books, please. What material are the strange huts made out of? And why does Velu find them strange? So they're made of tires and bricks and metal sheets. So why does he find them strange? Because in the village, the huts were not made of such materials. They were made of mud, and they were made of these palm leaves. So they were thatched with that. Yeah. So what sort of things did Jaya and children like her collect, and what did they do with those things? So Jaya has told us what she's done with those things, or what she does with those things. So what is it that she collects? Not all kind of rubbish, she says. No, things that can be sold again. So plastic cups and plastic bottles and plastic things which have been thrown away, glass bottles, all these which can metal stuff, right, which can be picked up and recycled. And yes, so they sold to Jam Bazaar Jaggu, and he sends it off to the factories where they are recycled again. Is Velu happy or unhappy to find work? Yes, can I have the answer, please? Is Velu happy or unhappy to find work? Is he happy? Is he happy? Right? He is unhappy because he did not come all this way to become a rag picker, but he is happy, at least for the time being, he has something to do. Right? And he says that on the last line, I'll do it for now, he thought, until I find a better job. Right? So he's also thinking of it as something temporary. And when he finds a better job, when he finds something better to do, he will do that. And do you think it's going to be possible for him to come out of this? Is it going to be possible for him to come out of this situation or these circumstances? Will he? Let's hope he does. Yeah, let's hope he does. Okay, yeah. So we'll write these answers in the notebook. Will you? I've sent you questions also earlier. A few questions I've sent you. Is Velu a smart boy? Is he a smart boy? Is he? No, he's not a smart boy. So which instances are there in the text that show that he is or isn't? So like, yeah, so he does not know how to cross the road. He has never come to a big city before, does not know, like how difficult things are in the city. So he's not such a smart boy because he has spent his life in the village. So he was smart enough, yes, to run away, but he did not know what his, the consequences would be. If he's taken this step, what is going to happen? So do you think Jaya is a brave and sensitive child with a sense of humor? Find instances of a courage, kind nature, and humor in the text. So Jaya is, yes, so we really find her a character full of life, right? Very lively character she is. So she is brave, she's sensitive. She understands that, yes, so this little boy is there, he's hungry, and he's new to the city. So how she helps him, and she understands immediately that he has run away. She looks at the bundle of clothes and she guesses correctly that he has run away from home, right? So she's there ready to help him. Humor, yeah, the way she makes fun and calls him big hero and tells him that, yes, what is it, like regarding the food also, when he does not want to have that, and how she asks him to help him, right? So she gives him the pair of these old shoes and stick also, and a sack, and tells him, yeah, you better get working. And when she gives him food and she says, if I had money, would I spend it on food? And that for you, right? So she's there, of course, she's very brave and bold, and she has this sense of humor, which we really admire. Okay. Yes, here. Now, what one throws as waste, it might be valuable to others. So do you find the sentence meaningful in the context of this story? What one throws away as waste? What are the things that are thrown as waste in this story? Yes, what are the things that are thrown away as waste here in the story? Can you tell me? What are the things that have been thrown? The banana that was thrown, very good. Yes, the food that has been disposed of by people who celebrating and enjoying, these occasions. Shoes, very good, very good, very good. Yeah, nice, right? Plastic things have been thrown there, cups have been thrown there, bottles, right? The waste food and plastic, right? So what is waste for us? What is it that is? Yes, tires are there. Yeah, the tires, very good. So yeah, so many things, very nice, very good. And how many of these things here, and all these things, they are used again? Yes. And the food that has been thrown, someone in need has that food. Yes. Then we have all these materials that have been thrown away, right? The plastic cups and the glasses, all these here, they can be recycled. So someone is there, like you, when you look outside also, when you have to dispose of the, the trash that you have collected at home, and you want to, sell it. So even then you separate things here, right? So the newspaper, and that is also recycled. Yes. So you have the plastic bottles, which you don't throw in the bin, and you keep them separately to sell at a later day. Isn't it right? So that happens at home or not? Yes, so we do that. And yes, it's very, very important here, yeah, that we should really understand that things that we throw away, and especially when we waste food, it's not a nice thing to throw away. No, there are so many people who go hungry. So one thing is that, yes, how can we stop this wastage? One thing is, just please just put that much food on your plate that you have to eat. Don't waste food. There are so many people who go hungry. And even at home also, if you find that there are leftovers, and which you don't want to have the next day, or you feel that you have to give it away, please give it to someone who will have that food that day itself, right? And yes, so that is the best, I think, the way you can help someone, you can feed, right? So sometimes we keep the chapatis also for the dogs also. Yes. Yeah, we can, yes, we can make them in packets and give to the needy people. If we really are, you have a function and a lot of food is their waste, and yes, so make sure, yes, that you can put them in packets and distribute to the needy, so that they can have it when they want to, right? And because like we need to make sure that food is not wasted, that there are many people who spend the whole day working out in the, like under the sun, this heat, just to get a meal at the end of the day. So let us understand that. Yeah, so this is one thing here. So like other things that have been wasted, yeah, right, with like other things, yes, they can be recycled, like you talk about the tires, they could be recycled. We have those plastic sheets, the metal sheets, all the glasses, everything, so that could be recycled. Okay. Yes. So what about children at work? So this is a glimpse into the life of these little ones. How difficult, like it is for them to survive, how they come into these situations, right? How they fall into these circumstances. Velu was not a rag picker. His parents were not rag pickers, right? And he worked on the land, right, for his landlord. He took care of the cows. He took them for grazing. How did he end up becoming a rag picker? Because he ran away from home. He didn't have any work. He didn't have any food. He didn't have money. And so to survive, he became a rag picker. So Jaya gave him that plastic bag and he's held onto it. And yes, so as long as he is, he can, until he says that he's going to find something else to do, which we don't know what is going to be his future life. But yes, he has become a rag picker. So we have read that how, yeah, Jaya had a sense of humor. Vedanti, look at these lines here. Yes, Sarah, look at it. Look at it. Look at the lines over here. Where are they? Like, when she says, oh, ho, so you've been following me around without even knowing my name, Jaya. So what then? Who got you food? Okay, right here. Then, right, like so, when Velu is like, are we going to eat the leftovers? Gee, what do you think I am? A dog? I only take untouched food. Here, some more. Catch. Right? So yeah, and then here also when he's saying that I don't want to take that plastic bag, and she says, okay, big hero, right? So follow me. All this. Yes. So all these lines are there, right? Yeah, which shows that this little girl, she does have a sense of humor. When she shows him the big building, she shows him the prison and tells him, don't get caught. Don't do anything that will make you land over there. Okay? Right. Yes. So please, you can underline the